tell him good job. Something like that. It was a good read by him, good play by DeAndre. And I remember me throwing my first touchdown pass to Sean. Being one of the first guys. Congratulate me. So just being that big brother. In the quarterback room, also being a leader as well.
Watching the film of your performance, how would you evaluate how you performed?
I thought pretty good. Slow start. Of course, just some little bit miscues early on, but once things got going, we got playing in the tempo. Was executing, which could be better. So just make sure that just come out strong and execute. From the get-go, being the biggest emphasis. Looking back on the tape.
Kelly, you've been in some big game environments in the past. Texas A&M, the 100+ thousand, the 12th man, all that going on. What do you tell the young guys and the guys around you going into that environment, how to handle it, and how do you see that game going as far as?
Going to an environment like that, this is the first time for pretty much everybody, so we've been in ball games environments like this, with the older guys. So this biggest thing is just telling the younger guys, just channeling the energy the right way. Just try not to focus on what's going on, in the stands and outside, and also what's leading up to this game. Because of game day, we're not going to prepare any differently than we did last week. Just making sure that we focus on, just getting better each and every day. Just making sure that we come ready to play as well.
Going off of that, you've played in a few big road games last year, and we've heard John Simpson and Jeff Scott talk about the virtual reality system. How do you personally prepare for these games on the road, and do you make use of that system at all?
Yes, it's been really a good tool for us to allow us to just get a feel for the different environments that we go into, just kind of prepare us. So for me, I'm just gonna go with the flow type guy. I'm just gonna make sure that like I'm saying to the young guys, channel my energy the right way as well, because we got a job. It's a business trip. First and foremost, we come win a ball game. It's gonna be tough. Being out there, in a good environment like that. But it's a challenge, and we're looking forward to it. And just make sure that we come ready to play.
You talk to running backs sometimes. You say when they're alternating running backs, it's hard to kind of get the groove and the feel of the game. Is that true at your position too? Is it hard to kind of come out for a series or two here or there when you're kind of just starting to get into the flow of things?
Oh, no, that's just an excuse. I don't know what those are, but just be ready to play when your moment's called. I know what the situation was, leading up to the game, so I just had to make sure I make the most of my opportunity, first and foremost, and just when you go in, make sure I'm staying ready, staying locked in, engaged as well on the sideline.
What's it like adjusting to that? It's been last season as the guy, and now having a different sort of situation.
I feel like it's different, but at the same time, I don't think that's changed my mindset. I'm still the guy. Whether no matter who's in, I'm still gonna be the guy. Whether I'm out there, making calls, make sure I'm locked in and engaged. I also give my input to whoever's in, what I see, because I know they do the same thing for me. So I don't feel like it's changed. My demeanor, my mindset. Leading up to a game, and also during the course of the game as well.
Every other position rotates except for quarterback. Do you feel like that this is something that could just be? It could be a workable situation long term, or is it something that the quarterback is really a unique position and that's why it doesn't happen there?
You don't see it a lot, but we got guys that's performing in practice. They deserve to play. The coach is gonna make sure those guys play, and so that's just the culture that we have here. Just guys just making the most of their opportunities, in games and also in practice. So guys doing what they need to do to play, then they should play.
Kelly, you were played in a night game at Louisville, played in a night game at Virginia Tech, both tough places to play. This is going to be another animal. This is like 115,000 people. Was there any extra emphasis just on communication at the line of scrimmage, or is it pretty much the same as any road game?
Pretty much the same as any road game. Of course, probably a little bit louder, but we always making sure that we communicate. It's going to be loud, on Saturdays. So just biggest thing, communication on the sideline, and also while we're out there on the field.
Is there much you can take from like Wake film from a couple of years ago and what they do defensively to what their coach is doing now? He's at A&M.
Definitely, you know, we see some carryover. You know what we saw when we played, you know, Wake, you know, a couple years ago. So, you know, just gonna make sure that you know we're looking at both sides. You know what they did, you know, last week, and also what we did back in Wake.
Kelly, what did you like about what you did Saturday, and what are some things you think you still need to get better at this early in the season?
I like the way I responded. Like I say, you know, slow start, but you know we knew that any game, you know, anything you do is gonna be adversity. We knew that, and I knew that as well. So this is why I just kept playing. You know, like I said, slow start. You know, then end up finishing the way we want to as offense as well. So, and, you know that's just the biggest thing, just getting off to a fast start.
The only thing in this game is getting national. It's not going to just show once again a chance to just prove to everyone where.
I think we've proven that. You know, no matter you know what game it is, you know what type of atmosphere, what type of team we're playing, you know, everyone knows who Clemson is. But you know, this is just another opportunity for this team. You know, this is a new team than the past previous teams, you know, that came before. You know, they've done what they had to do. So now it's a challenge for us. You know, Saturday.
Coach Scott told us earlier that the staff was interested in seeing what some of these freshmen would do when they given their first chance. Like, what would Darian Kedrick do on his first jump ball? And obviously, you gave him that opportunity. Is that something you've seen from him in practice? His ability to go up and get those 50-50 balls?
Definitely, he's a speedster guy. He's had a really good camp, and also we've seen his spring ball as well. And just to see out the carryover, you know, into the game, knowing that he knows I have trust in him. So you know, give him opportunity, you know, and just seeing him come down with it, you know, that's just something that you know I've seen and we've all seen, you know, in camp, and also you know all the other freshmen that played really well, like Justin Ross. You know, his first play, he came in and get a big block. You know, that's good to see a receiver, you know, a young guy like that, just coming in, you know, having critical blocks downfield. So that was good to see.
Speaking of Justin Ross, Coach Sweeney said after the game that he was shaking a little bit before the game, seemed pretty nervous. Did you see that from a lot of guys, and how good was it for them to get that experience under their belt?
I couldn't tell, you know, if they were hiding really well. But you know, it was good to see, you know, all those guys, you know, perform at a high level. You know, no matter what the situation was in the game. Like, you know, for instance, Lynn J, you know, call him Boogie Miles. But you know, it was good, you know, to see them break away, you know, having some good runs. It just goes to show the quality of depth that we have here, you know, on both sides of the ball.
What's the best thing that you guys told you that helped you for environments like this that you can share with them?
Oh man, it's a long game. You know, just try to play the game, you know, one play at a time. Just you know, communicate, you know, on the sideline. That'd be the biggest things that I saw. Deshaun, how he managed it. You know, just communicating with Coach Streeter, you know, all of us. You know, just and also with all the guys, you know, offensive line receivers. It just the biggest thing I said is just playing one play at a time. And, that's just be the biggest thing that you know I took and you know helped me, you know, in my game as well.
Kelly, Coach Scott mentioned that the one thing that he thought was a detriment on Saturday was the fact that you guys weren't as tempo-oriented as he'd like. What is it that you can do or that you guys can do to improve on that tempo coming into this Saturday's game?
You know, it starts at the quarterback. Just drive it a little bit more. You know, just emphasize, you know, getting guys lined up, you know, all positions. Just, you know, once the ball has been spotted, just snap the ball and get lined up. Make sure that we get the call as well, so we don't have any misassignments or anything like that.
Does Lynn J remind you a lot of Etienne when he first got here as a freshman last year?
Definitely. You know, a guy that got here in the summer, you know, not really sure, you know, what you're gonna get out of him, and then here comes, you know, fall camp. You look out there, this guy's out there, you know, making, you know, guys miss, you know, just breaking long runs, and he's going against, you know, ones, you know, twos, whatever. And you're like, all right, you know, let's see if he can, you know, keep it going. You know, that's what pretty much, you know, he's done, you know, all camp the same as Etienne. So you know, it's really good to see, you know, how, you know, those two guys have been really similar, you know, their first season when they got here.
Are they similar personality-wise as well? It seems like both are kind of like fun-loving, kind of been described as kind of goofy guys by your teammates.
Oh man, Sort of. Like Travis he's a little more open, you know. Lin J, he's like a quiet funny. Like if you say something to him, he's gonna, you know, have a smart, you know, comment or something. Travis more, you know, socially funny, and just Lin J's more quiet funny. If that makes sense.
Time for one more question.
Did
When
Lin-
you go to these types of environments, what things do you do to stay loose? What team activities as well?
I like leading up to the game. Team activities. Well, every bus ride, all my roommates, you know, the iPhone games, we play Uno.
Right.
On the iPhone, the iPhone game, we play Uno. So it'd be me, DeAndre, Shaq, Isaiah, yeah, we play Uno. Bus ride.
Right,
It's just a little something to do.
Who's the best at it?
You know, I'm the best. Man, you know,
All right.
Thanks, Kelly.